Back for another um, race commentary here for the Pro-Am 3 boys after the last race. I was very unprofessional in the last race. I was giggling too much, far too much. So stop entertaining me, Pro-Am 3 boys. I'm not supposed to be giggling as I'm doing the commentaries. Anyway, I'm just going to check my audio levels. There you go. All's good. All's good. Oh, there's still too loud. There you go. Just add this. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Let's go back to this. There we go. Right. So now this is race 4. Yeah, race 4. I nearly forgot then. Race 4, and apparently there was a lot of issues getting the lobby set up. I believe Crazy, he is in this. Yeah, he's in this lobby. They tried on the Friday night, couldn't work. So this is actually run on a Wednesday night, and they still couldn't get it to run properly. And I'm not sure the reasonings why, but they've got a rolling start, so it's going to be interesting to see how the rolling start works in the grand scheme of things, which kind of like negates the advantages some cars have over the others. For example, the Subaru is like excuse me, I shouldn't say that. Poo off a shovel from the standing still start, so it's going to lose its advantage. Whereas the Audi is going to, which is a quick car, which suffers badly off the line, is going to get a bit of an advantage here. So we'll see how it pans out anyway. And also, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm correct. The race is only 20 something minutes long, so I'm not sure why they shortened the race. And I'm not sure why it's a rolling start, but that's what they did. So without further ado, I'll run you through the field. And again, I don't really understand the race order as well, because Mark won last race. Who was second? Forgotten who was second. This race order, the order here looks a bit odd anyway. But Mark won last race, but he's in pole position again here. So pole position in the Audi, in the Subaru on Racing Softs. Peter Mister on Racing Softs in the GTR in second. Grim in the Audi on Racing Super Softs third. Quinn, the one man wrecking machine, is here in fourth with his Subaru, his Lego sponsor Subaru. It's a good job that car, that's Jag, who isn't made of Lego. There would have been bits of Lego everywhere last race. His partner in crime of the tag team demolition derby, Crazy, is in a Beamer back here on Racing Softs. Stewie Mac is in an Audi on. Oh, that's interesting. He's on Racing Medium, Racing Super Softs. Now, surely, if you've got a Racing Medium on the front, you will be no stopping. I'm surprised some of these boys here, Stewie Mac and Spider Team, I think it was last race, were putting harder compound tyres on, but still stopping just a little bit later than everyone else, and it didn't really seem to make much sense. So, surely, on a Racing Medium on front, Stewie Mac is no stopping. The Mazda attends there from Spider Team in 7th on Racing Softs. DJ in a Porsche on Racing Super Softs. And Evil Cat bringing up the rear. Hopefully he's not going to spend too much time in the kitty litter in this race. Looking for his catnip back here in 9th. We're still missing Pit Dog from the other race. Someone was missing as well, because there was 10 runners from in the last race, and I can't remember who it is. I think it was someone who was up front, wasn't it? Who was it? I can't remember. Right, well anyway, here we go. We'll crack on. We'll start with Mark from pole position and look back just to see how things pan out. Here we go. We're off up and running now. Rolling start. Looking back at the field, he's probably going to start as soon as he crosses the line, surely. There he goes, he's crosses the line. So we're underway for race 4, season 12 of the Pro-Am 3 boys. Right, so looking back, looks like there's a bit of movement here. There's Grim going to make a move on Peter God, look how fast that Audi is. He's already caught up to Peter Mister. Oh, and turn 1, so has Quinn joined the party as well, but Quinn's got up to 3rd from 5th place. A fantastic opening few seconds for the Quinn there in the Subaru. This has just dropped the Audi back to 4th place now for Grim. Everyone's settled through. I'm just making sure everyone's within touch. Yeah, 9 runners, they're all within touch, so the rolling starts worked effectively. So in the meantime, we go back up front here with Mark, who's just looking to now keep it clean out in front of Peter Mister. These two are now starting just to start to pull away as we come down the hill to the hairpin. But back here we've got Grim. Oh, it's been squeezed out there. Squeezed out there from Quinn as they came down the hill. So Quinn defends his place quite well, but you can see the acceleration of the Audi was catching that Subaru going up the hill so much better, but he's now lost touch going through Schumacher S's. Come to this sharp left-hand turn. Oh, also in the meantime, Crazy's caught up to Grim. So I think this because Grim had to slow up a little bit through the Schumacher S's, is now just allowed Crazy to get right behind the Audi driver. Coming up to the first time we go. First time we're coming up to the chicane. Mark's through okay. Peter's going to go through okay. Anyone going to make a move through anyone else? Nope, they're all safely through. Yeah, they're all coming through, and everyone... Oh no, apart from Evil Cat, he's decided to have a quick look at the scenery. He thought he saw a bird off there inside. So we're all through the first chicane, sorry, the last chicane safely. But Quinn's hanging on to 3rd place, being harassed now by Grim. Coming into turn 1, is the Audi driver going to try and outbrake the Subaru? He's going to be very brave if he does. That Subaru's one of the better braking cars. Crazy wasn't close enough to have a look at the inside of the Audi. Gets that slightly wrong turn 2. Oh, nice tight liner, but you can see the BMW. Oh, someone's got well wide there. That's Stewie Max going well wide. But Grim now has got up the inside of... Oh, he bails out of it. Brakes very early, so he's just going to bring him straight back into the clutches of Crazy. Grim had to brake very early, bailed out of diving up the inside of Quinn. Oh, this is so confusing. Grim, Quinn, Cat, Dog, Stewie, Spidey. It's difficult. Right, so here we go. Don't really want to focus on these boys too much, but it looks like this is the only real decent battle at the moment. Everyone's sort of strung out. Grim, surely the Audi power coming up the hill is going to bring him right up to the tailpipes of that Subaru coming at the top of the hill. A nice little left-hand turn there. Good tidy line from Grim. Is he going to now get the power down on that Audi to put him up close enough to try and make a move under braking into the chicane? But I say that, it looks like the BMW driver's in a better position on the Audi. Subaru's pulled away far enough. No, there's still line astern and not going to manage to outbrake any of each other at all. I'll try and say that properly next time. So here we have the racing medium Stewie Mac. He's still in 6th place, holding it off in front of the Mazda here of Spider Team. Is Spider Team gonna... No, get in the draft. Get in the draft. He'll pull you along. Go to the left. See, look, the Audi's pulling away. You're too far away. Too far away. Oh, that's just when I wasn't there to see it. I didn't want to stick with these boys too long. What's happened here? Someone's binned it. Oh, Grim's cut up underneath. Oh, Grim's got it horribly wrong. He's thrown away his 4th position. On board it up. Sorry, I'm flicking too much. On board with Grim. He bails out of the manoeuvre. Is he going to get a penalty for that? I'm not sure if he will or not. He's bailed out of the manoeuvre, got it horribly wrong, which is just allowed Crazy. And Crazy's drifting. That's a BMW, isn't it? Yeah, he's drifting the BMW. Feels like Grimm's tiptoeing through the infield section as well, but Crazy's going to hang on to 4th place over Grimm. Right, so there's also something's going to happen back here. Stewie Mac's got a big penalty. Where's Stewie Mac gone wrong? Has he gone wrong all by himself back here in the turn 3? Yep, far too far off the course there. Is he also going to cut this corner? No, he doesn't cut that corner. Audi's does seem to be tiptoeing through that infield section. In the meantime, Grimm up front is desperately trying to get back to 4th place, harassing the BMW driver. Oh, Crazy could have shut the door on him then, but he was very respectful and didn't. But he shuts the door there, coming down the hill. And finally, the BMW's now got a decent bit of run now for him to get away. So, Stewie's still got a 1.5 second penalty now to scrub off. Spider Team will gain 7th place. He just has to stick near to 6th place. DJ had a good race for him. He was about 5th or so in that last race. He was cruising back here in 8th. He's pulled well away now from Evil Cat, but Evil Cat's still roughly within touch. So in the meantime, I don't really want to ignore them too much. But the 2 boys out in front leading the charge after 6 minutes. His race winner last race, Mark, he's been harassed now by the GT driver Peter Mister. And these two have pulled out a massive gap now, class of the field, over the guys behind them. So just see how everyone else gets through the chicane. Crazy's still in front of Grimm. Stewie Max caught up a little bit. We need to scrub that penalty off. Spider Team's fairly close there. DJ's there, and Evil Cat's not too far. So we'll go back on board here with Peter Mister. Yep, he's going to try and make a move up the inside here at turn 1. Oh, the tiniest touch. He's late on the brake, and is Mark going to undercut the GT? And he does quite easily, and then Subaru's already back in front. Oh, a little touch there from Pete. Oh, he's still fighting. Pete's now got the inside line for turn 3, and he's got the position. That was great racing between these 2 boys. And now the Subaru's going to get a good drive up here. Oh, Mark, can you make a manoeuvre here? He's looking right, he's now looking left. I keep getting my left and rights mixed up as I'm looking straight at the cars. But no, Pete's now got into the lead. In the meantime, Quinn has pulled out a gap between him and 4th and 5th places. Grimm's retaken 4th place over Crazy. Clean manoeuvre there. Coming down the hill, Stewie Mac still has not scrubbed off his penalty. Stewards have to have a look at that. Spidey Team still hanging in and racing softs. Stewie Mac's on racing mediums. DJ's losing touch of the group in front, but at the moment it's really just a group of 2 up front, and then the rest of them sort of gaggling together. The Evil Cat's still on the track though, he's not binned it too badly yet. So coming down the hill to the final chicane, 8 minutes into the race, has the GT driver got a run on the Subaru. He's gonna, one of the cars that could outbrake the Subaru in this field is the GT, but it's a big heavy car. Subaru's a bit lighter but hasn't quite got the same amount of power. So it's better on the braking, but then it loses out at top end speed and just grunt up the hill. So Mark's trying to shift the slipstream of Pete, but Pete's not having it. He's going to follow him everywhere he goes. So just look back here, see what's going on here. Yeah, so Quinn almost lost it by himself. As you can see, look at the power of the Audi. Audi catching that Subaru hand over fist. You can see it gaining there. But this is where he seems to be tiptoeing through the infield section. Crazy's now caught back up in the Beamer. Stewie Mac's not really scrubbed off his penalty yet. He's going to hold lap with that penalty. Spider Team, got a feeling Spider Team could probably, if he could catch Stewie Mac, would. Oh, Stewie Mac's gone well wide there. Spider Team could catch up to maybe Crazy in front if he could get past this Audi driver in front. Is he going to make a move here? Coming down the hill. So there's a group of 3 here. The Mazda just can't quite get the power on the Audi. It looks like DJ's got a penalty now. He's trying to scrub some of that off anyway. He scrubbed it off there as well. So DJ's scrubbing it off. In the meantime, back up front, the battle's still brewing here. Coming up to the Schumacher S's. Mark's harassing the race leader now. Just look back, see if I can see what's going on behind. He's right in the slipstream of the GTR, but as I said, the GTR's just so powerful. Is Mark trying to outbrake the GT? No. Thinks better of it there. Is he going to get a good run down the bottom? No, the GT's pulled away. You could see it shoot off. Got much better traction coming out that turn there to power down the hill. And he's already lost the Subaru, so there's no chance the Subaru's going to catch up to at the hairpin there. So Quinn in third place is being caught by the Audi. I'm pretty sure Grimm is, if he keeps it together, is going to take third place. If he's struggling through the technical sections in the Audi, it's getting tippy-toeing around there. And the BMW of Craze is now right in the slipstream of the Audi. So 1 minute Grimm is in the tailpipes of the car in front, the next minute he's being harassed by the car behind. The BMW just hasn't got the legs on the Audi to make any slipstream manoeuvre. Grimm's nearly outbrake himself going into turn 1. Or was that Quinn just braking a bit too early? So these boys still stationary, really. Well, not stationary, but jockeying around the track, but not actually making any moves. So I'm just going to have a quick drink and then I'll run you through the field with their lap times. There we go. Am I right in thinking no one has actually binned it at all this race? Is that the commentator's curse? Is everyone on the track? Yeah, everyone's still on the track. Yeah, they are. Right, so we are now 12 minutes into the race. I'm not sure how much longer this race goes on for, because it's only 22 minutes on the recording. So I'm guessing it was a 20-minute race, and then there was a bit of extra time there for the people to do the last lap. But as you can see here, Peter Master has been harassed. Peter Mister has been harassed in that GT by the Subaru. The Subaru is much closer this time, coming up to the last chicane. He can't quite do it, but he's so close you can read Auto Trader on the back bumper of that GT. Is he going to try and make a move up the inside at the final hairpin? No, GT's still just too far ahead. But he's got a good drive out the last corner. He's definitely got the legs on the GT this time. Pete blocks right. He's forced Mark left, but the GT's just so powerful. The GT's going to stick on the inside there unless he gets the braking wrong. Mark's going to try and go around the outside, cut underneath perhaps. He's thinking about it. He's trying to go through underneath, but he's not quite managed it. Oh, that's great bit of driving by both drivers there. Pete was defensive and Mark defended very well. Right, so I want to quickly go. There's not a huge amount of time left in this race. 7 minutes to go. So I'm going to go through everyone's position, tyre situation and lap times. Oh, but I want to do that. Oh, I want to do that, but Mark has finally got a run onto Pete. It gets into first place. But no, Pete's fighting back, going outside. They're side by side. Pete's still holding on position. Mark's trying to undercut the GT. Coming down to the hill, so Pete's managed to hold on to position. Oh, let me just get on with what I want to do, chaps. So, 13 and a half minutes gone. I'll try and do this quickly so we can get back to this excellent battle here. Go through the field. So, Pete Mister is being harassed by Subaru behind him on racing softs. He's down about quarter tyre wear, and his best time is a 2:04.41. Mark, oh, he's already side by side in the Subaru. And he's got in front. Is he going to outbrake the GT going around the outside? He's going to make that work as well. What a great move. Fantastic overtake. Put that in for MRC overtake of the week, Mark. That was brilliant manoeuvre. So good, we're going to watch it again. From the bottom of the Schumacher S, here we are on board with RS Mark. He gets a drive up through the Schumacher S. I'm pretty sure Peter Pete and that GT must have just eased off the power a little bit to allow the Subaru driver to get to there. He brakes late, goes around the outside, gives Pete space on the inside still, tries to drift out wide, but Pete won't let him. He's going to force Mark inside, so he blocks the position. But now, unfortunately, is Pete now going to just retake the lead, go into the braking zone in a hairpin. These two, obviously, the class of the field. I am keeping an eye on the other cars behind to see if there's any swapping of positions, but I can't see any yet. So anyway, Mark's got it in, got that. We'll quickly see the situation. About just a little bit more tyre wear. He's on a 204. Oh, we've got a calamity. Oh dear, what are we gonna make of this? Oh, Mark wipes the nose off Pete, but hits him into the barrier off. Thank goodness he didn't damage him too much. Pete's not got any damage. I thought that was going to be worse than it was. But anyway, let's give me a bit of breathing room now to go through the field as I wanted to. Mark, quarter tyre wear, 204.7. Pete, bit better tyre wear, 204.1. Quinn still in third place, racing super softs, minimal tyre wear, 206. Grimm still hasn't managed to catch up to Quinn. Again, fairly good on tyre wear. He's only done about a quarter, 205.9. Crazy racing softs. He's worse on tyre wear than the guys in front. He's down I'd say he's down a third, 205.8. Spidey team still in 6. He's on racing softs, down about a quarter, 207s. 207.1 that was. Stewie, who is no stopping, but the tyre, goodness me, he is chewing through the tyres. What is going on with that Audi? Why is he struggling so badly with the tyre wear on an Audi on racing mediums? He shouldn't have any, it should be negligible tyre wear, but he's got worse tyre wear on mediums than some of the boys on racing softs in front of him. He's on 208s. DJ's having a very, look at that. DJ's on racing super softs and he's got better tyre wear than Stewie Mac in front. He's done 207.8, so he is quicker than Stewie Mac in front. Stewie Mac is suffering big time with an Audi. He's nearly down to half on the front left. And we've still got about 5 minutes to go. Suffering big time. He's desperately trying to keep that Audi on track. So anyway, DJ back here in 8th place, doing 207s, and Evil Cat, he hasn't binned it. He's still not decided to go for in the kitty litter. He did go wide once, but he's not gone into the sandpit, so he's making progress. He's back here in 9th. So this battle's still going on. Mark is in the lead here in his Subaru, but his tyre situation is slightly worse than Pete's. He's pulled out a slight gap now between him and the GT driver behind him. Nice and neat, both of them there through turn 1. We are now on lap 9. 17 minutes gone. I'm suspecting they're probably only going to get 2 more laps in this race. Quinn now has pulled out a gap between him, a slight gap anyway, between him and Grimm. Quinn goes very wide. Is he going to get any penalties for that? No, he's not. Grimm now has caught up a little bit due to that indiscretion there by Quinn. In fact, he's caught right up. He's got a much better run. He's sure. Is he going to get Quinn at this turn, whatever turn this is? I can't remember what it is. He bails out. He's very respectful there by the Welshman. He could have kept it in there, but he bailed out. I'm pretty sure maybe Grimm realises he's got the number. He's got the measure of the driver in front. It's just a matter of time now. Now he's got in the slipstream of him. Maybe he'll wait to make the overtaking manoeuvre at an easier place and use the power of the Audi either at the final chicane or turn 1. Although he has got bad memories of turn 1, hasn't he? So these two have pulled out now between... Well, the Subaru's pulled away now from the Audi. From Grimm. Anyway, so these two have pulled out a bit of a gap now between them and Crazy, who obviously has gone wide somewhere because his last lap was a 209. He's lost 2 seconds somewhere. Not sure where he's lost that. In the meantime, Spidey team has got past Stewie Mac missed that manoeuvre, so Spidey team on the racing softs has finally got past the ailing. Stewie Mac's either scrubbed off his penalty or gone wide somewhere because he's done a 2:10. So, and as it's gone down to 0.8, I'm guessing he scrubbed off his penalty and let Spidey team through and didn't fight it. So DJ, how far away is he from Stewie Mac's? Well, if there's only 1 minute to go, I don't think he's going to have anything. He's going to make anything of that gap. It's too far away. Although if he keeps pressuring him, I mean, there's about 3 seconds. Possibly could get up there. So we've got 30 seconds to go. I'm keeping an eye on Evil Cat here to see if Evil Cat crosses the line. He's got 20 seconds. No, he's probably going to start a new. He'd still start a new lap. So yeah, we're probably going to have. Oh, Pete's got back in front of Mark. I missed it. Where did that happen? Let's shuffle back. Here we are, the GT driver. Minute to go. He's been very brave. Whoa! That was some sort of overtake. That was some sort of overtake. That was. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry about the flicking. Right. We'll go back to here, and that's what I was trying to do. Put it back to Peter Master, and we'll look from this view. So, Mister, I'm pretty sure Mark thought he had that covered, but there was a GTR, just about enough room for a GTR in that little gap there. He bundles his way through. Can Mark now get a run? No, that was definitely what goes down as a block pass. But it's all funny. It's all good. Nothing wrong with a block pass, especially when they're going that slow as well. Just meant that Mark had nowhere to go apart from he had to wait until Pete had gone through, but he couldn't capitalise on the GT driver going wide. So these two have been fighting all race long. We've got 10 seconds to go. Is it going to say final lap when we get to 20 minutes? I really don't know. 3, 2, 1. Yep, final lap. So yes, this is the final lap, and we've got a battle royale for the last half a lap. The Subaru driver, and I don't know who wins. Subaru driver normally gets a good run up on the GT here through the Schumacher S's, but the GT's got a good gap. He's going to have to leave the braking really late, is Mark, and he does. He's caught right up to the tailpipes of that GT, drifts wide, still on the circuit. Pete's desperately trying to shake the Subaru driver, but he's not managed to get the power down. So he's got 2 more chances to get past that GT in front. But he's not going to do it here into the chicane. It's going to have to be a last corner lunge. Oh, he's right up close. Pete's gone defensive. He's given Mark a chance. Can Mark get that Subaru up on the inside of the GT? No, Pete's blocked the manoeuvre. Pete's gone to the blocking defensive line. Is he going to drift it wide so Mark can come back underneath? He's not going to make it in time. So Pete is going to win the race just over Mark in the Subaru. What a great finish between those two boys. Quinn has kept it out in front of Grimm. So Quinn is 3rd. Grimm is 4th. Crazy is 5th. No one's pitted through this race, 20-minute race. Spidey team on racing softs is going to come along and finish in 6th. Stewie Mac on destroyed racing mediums is in 7th. DJ is going to be 8th, and last but no means least, Evil Cat has been consistently going around this track. He's not binned at all. There's good racing times. He's going to finish 9th, and that will be your race. So there you go, race run. So we'll move on to race 5 next week, or next time I should say, for the Pro M3 boys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon. Stay safe, and see you again.